Why do most runners lose every race? Well, because defeat.
All right, for us non-professional athletes, unfortunately life doesn't revolve around Ironman or training in general, as nice as that would be. We all have real world responsibilities. We have jobs, we have bills, we have houses to take care of, we have friends, family, pets, children, and of course significant others. And if it wasn't for the latter, none of us would be able to even make it to the starting line. Well, at least me personally. Now, of course, I'm talking about your need for a strong support system. And I'm lucky enough that my wife is so supportive in all the things. And I'm not just talking about the chores around the house and taking care of the things that need to get done, which she does so much of, particularly, when you have a 15-hour week of training, or, particularly during a day when you've got a long training and you've also done lots of work and you're exhausted at the end of the day and you just don't feel like doing anything. She's so supportive in helping get things done around the house. But I'm also talking about support in the things that I'm working towards and the actual training and the races that we do. She's so supportive in that. She comes to all of my races. She came up to Oregon with me for the Ironman 70.3 last summer and has been at my marathons and from my century rides to my very first triathlon as well. She's there for absolutely everything. And it's not just her. I'm lucky enough to have an incredible support system in the rest of my family as well too. My sister, although she lives far away, is very supportive in what I do, but also my brother-in-law and my sister-in-law. They came to my very first triathlon, which was a while back now, and my mother-in-law and father-in-law too. They also came all the way up to Oregon with me last summer for the Ironman 70.3 up there, and it was just incredible to have them along with me. And of course, I also have to give a shout out to my cats, who are a big part of my support system, from cuddling on the bed or the couch to loudly waking me up every morning just to tell me that they want to be fed. Now, I want to be clear, I'm not saying that you should find a support system that will let you just drop all your responsibilities and go off and do your training and have a great time, which of course does sound nice, but no, it's a give and take and it's a balance. And going into this training for Ironman California, don't make fun of me, but I actually put together a PowerPoint presentation when I approached Hillary, seeing if this would be feasible for us to be able to do. And in the PowerPoint, I outlined lots of different things that would be able to help us get through. So the responsibilities that I would take on myself personally to make sure that it wasn't difficult for her, because last summer it was a bit of a challenge because we didn't have that plan going into it, because it was our first time really trying to do that. And also it was really important that we found time for us as a couple too. So every week we have a dedicated date night where we go out and we communicate and we have a good time. And we also, every month, we sit down and make sure that we come together and we do something called Coffee and Logistics, where we pull out our calendars. I give her a breakdown of what my training is going to look like for the month ahead, and she gives me all of the plans that she has as well too. And I think the big part of that is her just being aware of when I'm not going to be around, so she can make plans so that she's not just kind of sitting around waiting for me. And so I think that's a big part of it, is making sure that you are a part of a support system, because it's not just about support for yourself, it's also supporting your partner and the people in your life, so that this kind of training is positive for everyone involved. Now, in terms of the training this week, I unfortunately did injure my shoulder last week, so I was not able to get into the pool. So as a silver lining, I was able to spend a little bit more time in the gym, and I made sure to focus on the muscle groups that I'd still be using in the pool. So the lats, the core, your triceps as well, and also the parts of the shoulder I was able to work without hurting the injured part of it. And outside of that, we had a lot of other fun training as well. We had a speed run, which was great. We had an Ironman pyramid workout on the bike, which was another speed workout. We also had a long run, which ended up being 14 miles, and also had a long bike ride as well, which was 4 hours and 10 minutes, which equaled out to 76 miles, which was a pretty long one for sure. So I guess the overall message I'm trying to get across is that it's impossible to be successful in this kind of training without a strong support system. So thank the people in your life that are supporting you, whether it's your friends, your family, your significant other, your pets, yes, cats and dogs included. No shade the dogs, I love dogs as well. But just make sure to say thank you to them because it'd be impossible to do it without them. But if you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing. I've got lots of training advice and everything that I'm doing on this journey to Ironman California, all the ups and the downs, the goods and the bads, and also the occasional terrible pun. But appreciate you joining as always, and I'll catch you in the next one.